Hey everyone, it's Kute here, giving you a shout out today from Los Angeles, California, wherever you are. I'm sending you a big hug indeed. You know, literally it's been a few days since we just got done with one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life. We just got done with what's called the Lovestock Festival. Many of you were there, many of you weren't able to make it, many of you heard about it, many of you sent your love and support. If you weren't there, just know that it was literally for me one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life, and the experience of having a dream of mine come true in co-creation and synergy with an amazing team, amazing volunteers, amazing individuals that came together. We literally converged in Los Angeles with a intention to amplify love, and 2,000 of the most amazing beings converged from around the world. People flew in from Australia, Cayman Islands, New York, San Francisco, Paris, France, you name it. It was amazing beyond description. I will say one of the most ecstatic nights of my life, and I know for those of you that were there, for your lives. And the Lovestock Festival for me really came out of a dream, and I'm going to share today about how it came about, because I believe it relates to what your dream is. We all have dreams, we all have visions. I believe that the dreams that we have are simply the way that the universe is seeking to manifest itself through your form, the way the universe is seeking to become manifest in the three-dimensional form. Yet so often we have these dreams, but we often ask how, and we often ask why, and then have you ever had a dream or a vision you wanted to manifest, but the mind gets in the way? You start thinking, how's it going to happen, and maybe won't happen. And you know, there is so much inside of you and I. There is so much potential, so many gifts, so much that we long to express. Have you felt that? Those moments where you felt there's so much that you want to share and give. And we have these dreams often, we're given these inspirations, but sometimes the mind gets in the way. How am I going to do it? I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, I don't know the right people. And we start thinking, and we start planning, and we start strategizing, and we start branding, and we start taking all this time. And one of the most powerful things I've experienced through the Lovestock Festival is the power of the universe, the power of life, the power of spirit at work. And ultimately, if you have a dream, here's one of the things I want to express to you. If you have a dream, inherent in that dream is also the seeds for its fulfillment. You are not the one that needs to make your dream happen or manifest your dream. Here's what you need to do. You are not the manifester of your dream. Life is the manifester of your dream through you. Your role is to simply open your heart, open your mind, open your beingness, open your soul, and simply say yes to life's vision expressing through you. And once you've said yes, here's the key. You want to know the key? Here's the key. Get the hell out of the way. Get yourself out of the way so that life, so that the universe can flow and make itself fulfilled through your form. And I promise you, if you do that, things will happen, synchronicities will happen, magic will happen in ways you cannot even imagine. So I had this vision to do a Lovestock Festival. It's kind of like Coachella meets Electric Daisy Carnival meets Woodstock, with a love-infused synergy and amplification next year in 2013. Get sponsors and make it huge, 5,000, 10,000 people. And I woke up one morning a few months back actually, not long ago, with a vision of like, why wait? One of the mistakes that we make in terms of manifesting our dreams is we wait for the perfect person to show up, the perfect sign, the perfect circumstance, the perfect situation. There is no perfection in the world, in the 3D. The perfect time is now. This moment is perfect. And one of the things that I see stopping people from bringing their dreams into 3D manifestation is not only do we wait, but we never begin. One of the keys, if you have a dream, is to start. To begin exactly where you're at, to take the steps exactly where you're at in the direction of your dreams. Because as you start moving in the direction of your dreams, there will be a whole host of people, situations, synchronicities, and magic that you cannot see from your current viewpoint right now, that you cannot even imagine will unfold from the limited perspective of your mind right now, that will rise to meet you. And inherent in that dream, it's already fulfilled. Your dream is already fulfilled. fulfilled on one level of existence, you just get to step into it. And those that are truly destined to align with you in the fulfillment of that vision are simply waiting for you to take that. They're already there, just waiting for you to take that step. Once you take that step, it activates that knowing in the universe, that knowing in those right people to go, I want to support that vision. I want to contribute to that vision. I want to help with that vision's fulfillment. I got to see that with Lovestock. What was incredible was, rather than waiting, I decided to throw a party. We'll do a mini Lovestock in preparation for next year. So I thought maybe 200 people, 300 people would show up, and we rented a nice little venue in close to downtown LA, and you start putting out invites, and lo and behold, all these amazing people start RSVPing. Within the first 3 days, we had 300 RSVPs, and I was like, oh my goodness, 300 RSVPs in 3 days? Oh, I thought, well, maybe 600 people are gonna show up to this party, so it will be like twice the size than I thought, which is great. You know what I mean? That's a successful event, okay? Sure enough, the event started growing, 600 people, then 700 people, and every time I would turn around and ask my assistant Andrea, she would say, well, we got like 800 people now that are RSVP'd for this event, and it just kept going. And 1 week before the event, here's how Spirit works. 1 week before the event, this is what's amazing. We had the location call us up and said, we're sorry, but we're not only a little nervous about kind of the numbers you have, but we just decided to give the venue to someone else. So now we lost the venue, so literally our event is on Sunday. The Friday a week before that, so that's like a week, you know, 8 to 9 days, we had no venue for 850 people. In that moment, I could have panicked, and what I realized in that moment is I felt Spirit's grace. I felt Spirit's grace fulfilling a bigger picture. Sometimes you have a vision. We have a vision of what we think is going to happen, what we think something should be. But the universe, life, the intelligence that is living and breathing you and I right now, which knows everything, because it is everything, it knows how to bring itself into fulfillment. It knows how to fulfill that dream. And the fulfillment of that dream so often is way bigger than anything you can imagine, visualize, put on a poster board, affirm. It's bigger than you and I. It's bigger than your mind. It's bigger than your personality, which is why I say get yourself out the way so that life can work and do its work and fulfill that vision. In that moment when I was told we had no location, I thought, here's why. I could feel an internal knowing. There was a moment of, oh, what do? We have a responsibility to these 800 people. But in that moment, I felt something bigger that was seeking to be birthed. And I simply said, we're going to surrender. That there must be a reason. Spirit, universe is doing something bigger than any of us can even imagine right now. And I put my team into full-on, you know, samurai mode in terms of locating a location. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday we thought we found a location again. We were all excited. Location fell through. Tuesday. Once Tuesday hit, my only prayer at that point became, universe, I surrender. I think surrender is one of the key prayers that activates the synchronization of the universe to go to work at such a high level in favor of the fulfillment of your vision. The simple prayer, not I want this or give me that or setting that intention. To me, the real level of soul surrender is beyond the mind level, is beyond the level of personality, transcends all those levels, and you plug into a stream of grace, of sheer grace that you cannot even fathom right now. So I remember making this prayer saying, universe, I surrender. This is your event. You want this event to happen. You provided the vision for this event. Fulfill this event. I surrender. It's completely out of my hands. The next day, we got a phone call. We got a phone call from an amazing location called the Avalon. The Avalon, which is huge. The top DJs like Paul Oakenfold and Skrillex and, you know, Freddie LeGrand and, you know, Hardwell. Like major DJs performed there. And it's an incredible location. And I thought, wow, how are we going to get this location? Surrender, surrender, surrender. Cut long story short, we went in. We got an amazing deal on this location. I mean, they could fit maybe 2,000 people or something like that. And I thought, wow, now it felt like the universe had a bigger intention for this vision than we could even imagine. To speed up the process, once we locked in the location on Wednesday, we had 4 days till the event. From Wednesday to Sunday, by the time Saturday came along, we had over 2,000 RSVPs. Over 2,000 RSVPs. Now you have to understand, had I tried to force the old location, had I tried to control the vision, we would have been literally stuck with a tiny location. The event probably would have gone shut down because I would have tried to force this, impose what I thought should be on the vision, and we would have had no event. We would have been totally in deep trouble indeed. So just know this. So we had the most amazing event on Sunday, just like literally it's so difficult to describe the bliss, the grace, the ecstasy, the joy that flowed. It was, I think, one of the most unique and amazing experiences of everyone's life. 2,000 people grooving in love. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes you start off with an idea of how you think a relationship is going to work, how you think a marriage is going to work, how you think a business partnership is going to work, where you think you're going to go, the job you think you're going to do, why you think you are doing something. But the universe has a grander, bigger picture. So just know when things don't work out the way you think they should work out based on your mind, based on your current perception, take a step back. The breakdown is not always a breakdown, but a breakthrough to a higher level. That the universe is infinite, the universe is unlimited, the mind is limited. Needing to know, needing to figure out, needing to strategize, universe is bigger than the mind. And when you truly dare to trust and simply say that prayer, universe, I surrender. I surrender to the highest good. You brought me here. You brought me into this situation. You brought me this person to be in relationship with. You want this dream fulfilled. I surrender myself completely to serve that. Please unfold the highest good for everyone concerned. You enter the stream of grace and life begins to flow in ways you can't imagine. We had all these incredible people and musicians and artists show up to support the fulfillment of Lovestock in ways that when I look back could never have planned with my own mind. So what am I saying? Get yourself out the way. Get yourself out the way and watch the grace of life flow. Love you lots.